Life in South Africa continues to be financially draining. With ever-rising costs of essentials such as fuel, food and electricity, many are forced to cut budgets. Our reporter Nobile Madlala is looking at how people are surviving in the city of gold and joins us now. Good morning, Nobile. What are residents opting to forgo as costs continue to rise?
Well, earlier on when we spoke to some of the people, we were told that non-perishables are what people are buying and they're bulking up in that. And that's how you ensure that you use less and you basically pay more for that, but you use less per month. But now where I am, interestingly, is at a restaurant. And we want to find out, though, if South Africans are cutting back, are they cutting back on spending on restaurants? So joining me now is Chef Ken. Chef Ken, speak to us about it. Are people cutting back on spending on restaurants?
Not at all. I mean, we've seen an increase of numbers and guests and clients just completely going back into the restaurant scene as if COVID didn't happen before, especially here in Joburg, Sandton. We've seen a large increase of clients buying food, buying drinks, and just having an experience in the restaurant scene.
So would you say then that South Africans are still splurging?
Yes, I would. Completely. A lot.
Wow. So tell me, as a restaurant, I mean, I'd imagine the food prices also affect you. How do you make sure that you get more food and you spend less?
So we've seen the best way, especially through supplies, is to buy bulk. We've seen an increase of oil, so that also determines the selling price of foods. So there's, in the restaurant scene, the increase of pricing with the food as well has increased by a certain percentage. But we have seen that it's better to buy in bulk through supplies.
And how do you find these suppliers if you're a mere person on the ground?
So it's difficult because the suppliers don't necessarily supply households, but I've seen the best way is to go through deals and to buy bulk for your household.
All right. And what advices would you have for South Africans that are spending at the moment? How can they spend and how can they hit deals in some of these restaurants?
So we have, a lot of the restaurants here in Joburg do have those lunch specials as well as the dinner specials as well. And you'll find it that buying wine is better and also cheaper to buy a bottle of wine, for example, instead of buy a glass. So those price cuts are dramatic in that sense.
All right. Thank you very much, Chef Ken. Well, there you have it, Mfundo. Mfundo, he's saying that South Africans are still spending quite a lot, but they're saying that you need to buy a bit more in order to have more for less.
It's quite unfortunate that some have not decided to cut costs yet. Perhaps with the next fuel increase, some might decide to start tightening their belts. Nobile, we'll leave it there for now. That's our reporter, Nobile Madlala. Now, still